And we're back. Hello and welcome to Adobe Live. I am your host, Jacob, and I am here with Izzy Poirier, a graphic designer extraordinaire. Izzy,
Oh,
how are you?
I'm good, Jacob. How are you? It's so good to be back.
I know. Welcome back to Adobe Live. I feel like it's been, maybe even a year since we've had you.
It has been
And
a minute.
what have you been up to in that time?
Oh my goodness, so much. I mean, we've launched another zine under the Ottawa Design Club. That one also launched in New York. I did a like pre-recording speaking gig for Adobe Max. I actually I can't speak, live stream with all of you from Max as well. So we saw each other then. That was
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a lot going on at Max.
Yeah, it
And
was
now
fun.
now's the season that we got to start gearing up for the next Max. So we're here today. It is Feature Friday, and on Feature Friday, we always want to showcase new and cool features. And one of the things that I feel like needs a lot more attention is what's going on in InDesign. So what do we got today, Izzy?
So today we will be doing a emoticon zine. So not emojis, but emoticons. So essentially, for all the MSN kids in the room, we're going full nostalgia and maybe even Tumblr kids. If you were a Tumblr kid, maybe like shout out
I'm
like in
more of a
this. Yeah,
Tumblr kid.
there you go.
Maybe I'm too young to be an MSN kid.
Oh gosh, did I like just age myself just then?
And in the chat, let us know if you are were more of an MSN or Tumblr kid. We currently have Victoria, Brandon, and Jack
Yay.
in the chat. How are y'all doing? Let us know, MSN or Tumblr.
So we're going to be looking at the Flex design. This is a new feature that Adobe InDesign like came out with actually like 7 months ago, but there's been a few updates which makes it actually even more responsive now, which is great. But before starting any editorial project, it's research, research, research. And that one was a fun one with the emoticon because I had to go down memory lane. Like this is literally a Wikipedia page where there's been just a library of emoticon, and there was some really fun ones. Like obviously we know like the smile. Sometimes I still use this. Maybe I can even go bigger here. But there was some really fun ones, such as sealed lips. Like this one I did not know about, and I think this for like a type thing is really interesting. The tongue in cheek, which I did not know existed before.
I love seeing these all converted now to emojis, because they really left it up to your imagination when they were just symbols.
Right? I'd be Googling them if ever I would get this here. Like, I had no idea what that meant. I mean, I still have no idea what this means. And thank God there's a Wikipedia page for it. But that's being sick.
But
So,
But
yeah,
couldn't you argue that this is just someone came up with these emojis after the fact? Like,
absolutely. Absolutely. But then people like started to get like really, creative. And there's like the fish here. And there's even something called Kemojis, which is actually, I have a better page here, which is Japanese. And the interesting thing with Kemojis is that instead of reading them from left to right, which we do with emoticon, this we actually read like a normal face, like from top to bottom whenever we're scanning something. So we're going to be using a bit of both today, like within our composition. And then another cool thing is that I found this site that you can
whoa.
upload an image. And it's called ASCII Creator. So you basically upload an image here. You can decide like how much characters that you want within that image, and then it gives you a HTML that generates images like that. So from that I would like just do a screen grab, and then I'm going to also use that as image in our InDesign file. So
That's really
research.
cool.
That's cool, right? Like it's just and it was a trip down memory lane. And also even on Pinterest there was some really cool stuff that I found that I could copy, because like sometimes, and I can also show you a bit of the stuff that I found here because I copy pasted it in Illustrator, which I know this is not an Illustrator stream, but I will tell you why I've done this. But there was some cool stuff like butterflies, like this. This is all type.
Wow. I
And
remember
I even,
these. Yeah,
right?
this is a lost art form.
It is. But it's coming back. I've been seeing a lot of this specifically within the zine community on Instagram right now. I feel like, well, I mean, analog is also having a resurgence, like the vintage, like we all love this. So, but it's kind of
We
funny
want what
because
we can't have, you know?
exactly. Like this is a fish. Like how cool is this as well?
Wow.
Yeah. So, and the reason why I mostly copied all of the emoticon and emojis in here, first of all, it was to see if I had the proper font because depending on the like how not letter but like character, sometimes like the font did not offer it, such as this one here, which is just giving me an X. So I had to like see if it was available within the specific font that I wanted to use, which I'm using Inter from the Adobe fonts. Um, but also because whenever you trace your letters in InDesign, you cannot center them. And as someone who's working with grids all the time, I wanted to be able to center my type. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean here. Do I have, and this may not be the best example, but whenever I would have like a lot of emoticons like these here, I would do Shift Command O to outline. It's letting me, there you go. And ungroup. And this, I would use the align feature just to make sure that it is centered. See, like the
Yes.
colon was
That is
not
so
centered.
satisfying.
Tiny little thing, but that's going to make a huge difference in the layout afterwards. And then it's actually really easy to just copy that and bring it into InDesign because then that becomes an object and it's really easy to recolor as you need instead of always going to highlight your text and then choose the like the type and then recolor it. So just making this easy. Okay. So let's go into InDesign because that is what we are all here for. Now, for those of you who wants to know how to start from scratch, because I actually realized that even from previous screen, I rarely start from scratch. But I'm going to show you because sometimes you need to prepare your file specifically for print. And for this specific zine, I wanted to do a saddle stitch. Now, saddle stitch means that there's two. Oh my gosh. I'm my French is coming out very strong today, Jacob. It's
I I was learning some French on the stream this morning because
really
because I was trying to say Izzy Poirier.
Poirier. Yeah, that's it. The air.
Poirier. You
Yeah.
see, I'm still messing it up.
But oh my goodness. It's in the middle. It's called agrafeuse in French, but it's gonna come back to me. It's basically how everything is like stitched together.
Yeah.
Instead of like perfect bound is glue in the middle for your spine, but saddle stitch, well, I mean, this is what it looks like. Well, how does this called? You know, it's just like a this in
Is
the
that a
middle.
staple?
Staple. Bing,
Oh,
bing,
I'm
bing,
so glad I
bing.
got it right. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna sound dumb saying that.
No, not at all. No, you got it. Thank you. I sound dumb now. Hey, it's Friday,
I
everybody.
was
There
like,
we go.
wait, am I gonna be wrong if I just say that's a staple?
No, no, that's saddle stitch. So basically staples like and or agrafeuse or like, in the middle. Which is such a different word too in French for it. But anywho, the size here, we're gonna go in the units in inches, and it's going to be 4.25. You don't have to follow the same exact size like for zines. The cool thing with zines is that there is no rules. You can do whatever you want. And
And I feel like you're the undisputed zine expert. Undisputed
I
to me
mean,
because you've made quite a few zines.
Yes, I do love a good print, because it stays with you. It's tangible. It's like a way to consume content in a whole different way. And specifically for this, like zines are very nostalgic, I find, because they used to be a big thing in the 60s.
Mm,
And then like designers have just taken over that like trend, if you want, specifically right now, and they just do whatever they want with it. But there's no rules. You can basically do whatever you want. So the size, you can do whatever you want. You can always do a dummy before. Like I even tried one here, like just to kind of see if I liked how it felt. I did like a few pages, like flipped it around. Does it feel good? Is this like, because it
wow.
tells a story depending on the size and the feel of it. Then this is very important. If you're going to go saddle stitch, it has to be your number of pages, a multiple of 4. So we're going to go with 24 because that's like just a good
Also,
number. Yeah.
we have some fun polls in the chat. We
Really?
chat is sending a lot of XDs and as much as
Nice.
possible. I want chat. I want you to build a fish in
There you go.
in the comments. We gotta find how to build all this art in the chat and really bring it back.
Let's
Um,
bring it back.
yeah, chat. You guys are having a great time. We have a poll running. I'm trying to open it. Oh, what do you prefer? Um, Emojis over? Is it a C art?
It's like ASCII.
ASCII ASCII
ASCII, how you
art,
say it.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
chat is split right now over emojis over
Oh.
ASCII. I'm just not the pronunciation guy. I was like, oh man, acai. We should call it acai bowls.
That's actually how it's a good friend of mine where we were chatting and I'm like, is it acai? And she's like, no, it's ASCII. And I'm like, oh. But I'm like, I
But who
prefer
decides
acai.
that? It's like GIF
Exactly.
or GIF. Like
Exactly.
it's just preference.
Exactly. But yeah, so sorry, just quickly coming back here for like how to set up your file. Add some bleed specifically for thinking about going full color for your pages. And for the margins, this is something that depending on what you want to do, you might want to uncheck the link here if you want to have a bigger margin in the middle. Why? Because sometimes when you have a lot of pages, then you start to lose the image or your text like in the middle if it's too tight. So sometimes 24 we won't have that problem, but if it goes to 200, let's say, you want to have a thicker spine or like margins for your spine. So something to keep in mind. And make sure that you are facing pages and start at 1. Create, and then it's going to look like this. Now there's no columns here. Usually I am a column queen. I love to follow rules and to make sure that everything is like has like some rules on spacing. But because we are going nostalgia today, and I think we're just going to have fun. And also we're going to create some of our own grids within the Flex layout. We don't need them, but I do recommend using them. So I'm just going to go here in the file that I've already prepared here.
And InDesign we go.
And InDesign we
Chat,
go.
let me know when's the last time you've used InDesign and how much do we love it? Because it is truly one of those like old school. I put it up there with After Effects because I'm in the video world of just like
Mm.
it's like if you know ball, you know InDesign. Just like if you know After Effects, same kind of thing. So yeah, let us know how many years have you been in InDesign? Because only the real ones know.
The real ones know. So I guess I'm real. I'm not fake today. So that's great. So
That's my favorite.
perfect.
By the
So
way, on the bottom right, that's the one a
this
ski
one.
that I still lives today. I actually have a keyboard shortcut on my computer that generates that a
Oh,
ski.
cool. That's awesome. So see here, and this is also a way that I personally like to work, is that I will gather all of my content and then I will just plop it in without anything. Like, see, there's no styling to like the text here. It's basically the typical Minion Pro that whenever you open any file in Adobe, like this is the default font. Now, this is also a way for me to kind of see just how I'm dividing everything before choosing like an artistic or visual direction. Again, I would usually have a mood board for this, but because I feel like this is a topic that's been overdone, I wanted to really take my own feel to it. So I know that there's a lot of zines on emojis or emoticon that go within like a typewriter font. I did not want that. So again, I'm going with Inter, which is this one here. And I just like it because it's a nice sans serif font. It's clean, it reads well, and I felt like it was kind of giving a new life to the emoticon. And okay, so I'm like shooting a lot at you, chat, or like
Chat
whoever's watching.
Chat
Yeah,
is I'm impressed because we have Brandon at 15 years in InDesign, Clever at 25. I mean, how many years have you been in InDesign, Izzy?
actually, I mean, altogether, I was actually counting. I think it's 15 now that I've been a designer.
Wow.
So yeah,
And
and
like
InDesign,
as a
yeah.
designer, like InDesign's what you first get into, I feel like. You gotta understand InDesign.
So you know what? I think I had a different like trajectory than some because I actually started in visual arts. Like I have a BFA, so I started in Photoshop, and then I did InDesign, and then I did Illustrator. And I feel like InDesign and Illustrator are the ones that I know the most, which surprisingly is the one that I self-taught myself. So it's kind of funny how things goes. But
Right. Well,
yeah.
just the change in Photoshop over the years too. It's like
Yes,
you got to
absolutely.
keep up with whether it's live streams or things like that. Like, I mean, there's
There's so
there's a
much
lot
going.
of new things.
I mean, but that's why we have Adobe Live here.
That's right.
Okay, so this, like, I personally love to have like a full justified text. So this here, but this is very finicky because as you can see here, there's a lot of spaces and we call this like rivers. Like if you can go wee and kind of imagine like a little guy kind of like sliding down a water slide like within your text, that's a massive no. This is like really bad editorial typesetting. So how do we fix it? Because we do like to have those clean lines whenever we have like a nice block of text, even though we don't have much text. But so there is a way to help. I preferably like to have hyphenation when it comes to this, but if we go into our paragraph style here, and if you've never used a paragraph style, you can go to type. Paragraph styles are right here, and then that window is going to pop up, and then I just like bring it to my side panel to be like a quick action. You would press plus. Then paragraph style one, I would rename it to main paragraph if I can type it properly. And then here I go to hyphenation. This looks good to me. You can play with it depending on the size of your text, but justification is where the magic happens. Now, these are the default numbers, but if you want things to just kind of squeeze properly, there is a magic recipe. And don't ask me how I found this online. It was down the rabbit hole of like doing research for typesetting, but I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to keep it up for a little bit so you can take a screenshot and you're going to thank me later.
Yes.
So,
Get
word spacing.
get Command Shift 4 out, chat.
Yes, exactly. Minimum here 85, maximum 115. Letter spacing -3.
And you have this written down somewhere so you never forget.
Because unfortunately I am not a numbers girl. So it's on the post-it that I just move around.
That's crucial though. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
can't be expected to memorize these things. And chat is honestly having such a great time with the, as someone clarified, the American Standard Code for Information Interchange, which ASCII is way better. But chat's having a great time. If you have any fun
Perfect.
ASCIIs, throw them in the chat. Let's keep it plentiful today. Why
Yeah,
not?
that's
Why not have
been
it's
like,
Friday? Why not? Why don't we get a little
yeah,
silly?
it's Friday nostalgia. So here, these are the magic numbers. You're welcome. I'm gonna give it
How long
another
did it take
minute.
you to like figure those out?
Well, that's it. It was like typesetting. You just need to do more. And like I'm someone that likes to always like challenge myself to top like the next project that I'm doing. It's like, and maybe this is like very much coming from an anxious personality, but I'm just like, I have to be better. I have to
Right,
like
right.
surpass myself all the time, and I'm never happy with anything.
I feel like that's
So
just being a creative, right? Like
I think
you're
absolutely.
never impressed with the work you're making after you look at it a month later. You're like,
Absolutely.
ugh.
Ugh, yeah, exactly. So see here how it did a massive difference, how everything is tighter compared to those like big spaces that we had. It just kind of cinched everything back together. But we're still having some issues here where like emoticon is cut. So like this is where we need to maybe shift like the text box a little bit so we don't have some widows or orphans at the end. And this seems to be good. We're a little outside of our margins, but again, we make our own rules, so this is all good. And I always like to have a look back, just like zooming out and pressing on the W key just to see like a preview to see like what it looks like. This is the intro page, by the way. So this is looking good. Let's try putting a background color to this. And I already did a research of color, not the stroke, but we want full color. Bring it in the back. And I think if we have like different colors for our pages, like that's going to be super fun. Now, quickly, just because we're talking about how to set your files like in a proper way, let's go to the parent page here. This is essentially like kind of the master page that will like whatever you apply here will be applied to all of the rest of the pages like on your file. So for this, I think it could be cool to have like just the word of what is the emoticon that we are talking about. So I'm going to do just smile for this. And then we're going to edit it as we go. And I'll show you how to do this. So I'm going to do all caps, black. And because I want it to be sideways, I'm going to do it right justified. Turn it around. Double click here so it brings the box small or tight to the word, but I might have longer words, so I'm gonna make it a little longer. And then I don't want to have it right here because I could, but I know that I want to go outside of the margins, and we already done that with our intro page. So I'm going to put it just a tad outside and create some symmetry with it. So I want to make sure that I have the same space. I'm just going to zoom in here and give you a color.
This is so satisfying, by the way.
Oh, good.
Chat is having, honestly, I haven't, this is amazing. Like, I think we are onto something with Friday nostalgia. Future
Yes.
Friday just needs to always now have nostalgia because chat is having such a great time. Whether it is how to pronounce a ski, clever says, oh, where did it go? They said columns, shalloms, margins, schmargins. Who?
Yeah.
So. That's kind of how I feel right now too, Clever, to be honest. But
Actually, I want to make sure that we have the same spacing here than here. That's very important. See, actually, it was not. I'm gonna bring my guides.
we have someone in chat. Hi from upstate New York. Thanks for the tutorial. I started using InDesign back when it was PageMaker in 1999. At
Whoa,
my office, retired in 2020. Happy retirement. I hope you're enjoying this live stream.
my
Glad that
goodness.
you can return to InDesign. And can you believe we have an InDesign 2026? It's now making us feel old.
Yes, I mean, you made me feel old saying that you did not use MSN. I'm like, what?
I know. I try to keep my age a secret. I don't know. I'm 35 if anyone wants to guess.
Oh, okay. So we're close in age. I'm 37.
I'm not 35.
You're not 35? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not 37.
But if anyone asks, that's my age.
Okay. Well, I'm 28. So if anyone
Bada
asks.
bing. Um, but yeah, it is. I almost it almost bothers me that Adobe does tell us the year of the app in the top. Like I don't want to know that I've been using these apps for 26 years.
So as you can see here, like I've added it to my master page. My guides are showing, but my smile aren't. Like my smile little like decorate. We can call it decoration. Actually, this goes here. It's not showing. That's because I'm not on the top layer. So what I'm going to do is create a new layer, which I already have created here, and just bring this at the top, and then it's gonna go on top of everything else because I'm designing on layer one, like so, and then it's going to appear right here. So this is kind of like just to situate our readers for,
That looks great.
that looks great, right?
That looks
And this,
like wow.
it's quick, right? It's just little things that whenever you set up your file, it just makes everything so quick and easy afterwards. Now, I feel like everyone's been waiting for it for like Flex Design. It is here. I have a lot of boxes.
Whoa! And you pulled these
Yeah.
all in from Illustrator.
This is actually just copy pasted. Like I created some like a Word doc with all of my text ahead of time and I just like drop it in. So first of all, like this is not the proper font. So I'm just going to, I don't have a paragraph style for this one because I want it a bit smaller than the one we have. I want it at 8 point. So this already looks better. It fits within like the box but this is a mess. So I'm going to use Flex Design for this. I'm going to select everything. And I have the icon here, but if it like you, it might not be there. Again, I added it to my sidebar. You can go to Window, Flex Layout, and then this window is going to appear. Make sure that again, everything is selected. Click Create Flex Layout. And already it's organizing everything really
Wow.
crazy. So if you've been using the Firefly boards, whenever you do mosaic, like it kind of like does
Yes.
everything like for you. This is kind of the same idea with a little bit more control, if you
Right,
want.
because right below that flex layout checkbox, you have all this control. So for those of you who don't know, this feature came out, I want to say a couple months ago,
Hmm.
and I feel like I didn't even know about it. So I'm really glad that you can show it right now,
So actually,
and
let
it
me
is just like
zoom.
the mosaic tool in boards.
It is. So if you've been using that, like this will be kind of an easy learning curve. Like I'm still learning it to be honest, because like they just like launched some new updates with it. Now there's like a moving, which I'm gonna show you, but I have to kind of see which, like what do I want? Do I want space around? Do I want like space evenly? And I've realized that I don't necessarily want the spacing around. I want the spacing in between. So depending, am I still, yeah, there you go. But see here, this is the new feature. You can actually slide this here in order to make some room or some adding some white space or padding, however you want to call it. So this is not letting me. There you go. And again, everything is just nice and tidy. And I'm going to
Wow.
just stretch it to my margins here.
So that's cool that it moves when you're, I don't,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Oh, so lots of flexibility in here that
A
I feel
lot of
like you
flexibility.
need in an app like InDesign.
Absolutely. And also it just like if you have like let's say you have a client that is like, "Oh my God, we need this report. We are like the director just like agreed on the copy, but it's due in 2 days." And you're like, "Oh my goodness, I could do this and charge a rush fee. You should do it. Use Flex Design for it." Because then you can do stuff like that really quickly.
Right. And I feel like even with all like these AI tools and stuff, like the client doesn't need to know that it's faster for you to do these things.
Hmm.
The invoice can still be the same. So I
or
feel
or
like
even higher, because
yeah,
you can
cuz
sell knowledge. That's what I tell like everyone that I talk to. Sell knowledge. This is knowledge.
yeah, exactly. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. You only have to know 10% more than the person that you are selling to be able to make a big difference in their
Whoa.
life. Yeah.
That's actually such a good point. Like, I mean, I feel like everyone deals with imposter syndrome and things like that. But like at the end of the day, right? Like we're all just like students that are just still learning things. And yeah, 10% more. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so like, yeah, forget the imposter syndrome. Everybody adds value wherever you are in your career. You have value to give. So basically, like, this is kind of the intro page. And for the rest of the zine, I did not necessarily want to talk about like the emoticons that we are used to. I wanted to talk about like the ones that were kind of a little different. So if we go back quickly to the research or part of the research here, these, which I absolutely love.
This is some intense research that we have going on.
Thank you. These are roses. And I think this is really fun because I remember again within the MSN days that you would write your name and add a little rose and maybe a sad face if you just broken up with your boyfriend. That
That's
was kind of
right.
a status symbol. But like this feels really nostalgic to me and I want to give it a moment. So again, it pasted like all this into InDesign and I have them here and I flip them around
Whoa.
so they actually look like a bouquet of roses. I'm just gonna put them here
Nice.
for the moment. Actually, no, I want to bring the text here. And now because we have our paragraph style that is already defined, I just have to make sure that the text is selected. Go to my paragraph style and then main paragraph, boom, everything is good. And then we have our
Wow.
paragraph style, yeah, set up.
So this
And
is how you're able to make unlimited zines
pretty
is
much,
truly InDesign and just building these little
yeah,
uh, paragraph styles. Wow.
yeah,
Makes it
it's
pretty
it's
easy to
like
just copy and paste each page in.
hmm. So let's say you wanted to do here a italic like, to put more emphasis, or maybe you wanted to bold. Don't do a paragraph style for specific words. That's where you use the character styles. So character style, you highlight, and like if you see here, character style, you click on it, you can do a plus sign, character style. I can, then you can choose. Let's go medium italic. Okay. So see, it was highlighted here and we like told it to do so. But if I were to highlight something else, I just do this, and then it italicized like this specific part of the paragraph. This is
Right.
just also a lot quicker than going back into like your properties, going to find like the proper setting for it's just like again, quick ways to work, which I absolutely adore. Okay. Just being mindful of the time. We're doing good actually.
Yeah,
We
we're
already
doing great. We have a question in the chat. I tried to do InDesign calendar in 2022. I couldn't find a template in Adobe for calendars. Auto update dates. Any hope for a calendar feature someday?
Hmm.
Ooh, that's I don't think I even know the answer to that, but
I mean, there's probably a nice calendar in Express that maybe
yeah.
that's not the same, but that's that's
Yeah,
interesting.
Express, I feel like if we're looking at templates, Express is the template um the real spot for templates. But I feel like InDesign it gives you the power to create your own templates. Whatever you want.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's hard with calendars because everything changes every year. Okay. So see here, when I have like my little words, like my indication, I want to be able to write rows like on each side, but this is locked. I'm just going to lock my background here. And also I want to be able to change the color. So I'm going to do Shift Command, click on this, which is unlocking what I have on the master page. But what I like about this, yes, it's no longer locked, but it's still in the proper place and I'm not moving anything around. Then I can easily do this. And it's still part of the template, but it's being edited like so.
I'm glad that you kept the rose color matching what a rose should be too.
Absolutely. I think we need more. We're going to do like a bright magenta and just like sparse them around a little bit.
Really helpful too
Now,
that you have all your swatches.
yes. Actually, for those of you who remember my streams, I always had a book to recommend, and I do have a good one here. It's called Palette Playbook. Basically, this is like a color book.
Izzy
It's really
Izzy
great.
does always have a book.
Yeah. So it's really cool because inside there's a lot of fun projects, but like later there's a lot of different palette. And I just had this by my side as I was building this zine just to look at like color combination to be inspired from. And you'll see
Wow.
like this reference is very much inside like what we are building right now. And there, I like the intro page. Also, like love this little moment here. Um, but yeah, like even this, and it says like on which page each palette is, which is great.
Oh, that's so
Um,
helpful.
so helpful. And the fact that there's also project that insights like that showed like how the palettes were used
Right.
before.
To kind
It's
of give you the
amazing.
inspiration.
Absolutely. And this is like something, right? Like, yes, books are expensive, but if they keep giving something to like support your creative endeavors and even like the result of, I say invest. And also for like, if you love editorial, seeing format, like just by touching like the cover, the material, what type of paper they, like how the ink is reacting to the type of paper. This is like a good research also. And I know a lot of creatives, like they love to go to bookstore just to be inspired. Well,
Right.
like, yeah,
Yeah, I think it's really hard to almost stomach the price of books and things like that. But like, it's like almost changing in your mind that like you can't put a price on like knowledge and learning. And so
exactly.
I think it's almost crucial to like get over the price hump of books when you're at a bookstore because even if you take away like one thing, it could be a big deal.
Absolutely. And also, I feel like it's good decoration because every time that I Like I have a call with a client, the first thing they will mention is, wow, that's a really cool book collection that you have in the background. And I think it makes me
Yeah,
look
I got
smart.
it. I'm not showing it. I need to move you over. Look at all these books.
Yeah, there's a lot like
Chat.
here.
Look at that. Look at all those books.
I don't know if I'm like
I got
hiding
it.
or
I got it.
yeah.
That's yeah. No, that's quite the collection.
Actually, I had this image here, but I want to bring our ASCII image instead, which is in another folder. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, it might be on. There we go. So see, like this is an image that if we wanted to see later, like what it does, or should we do it now, like what it does with the ASCII website, like how to transform it? If I go here and we upload an image, and we can tell it here how, like I said, I think 90. Yeah, that's good. Then it's gonna give the result. This is just with
Wow.
code, like with just like with letters. But if we go back, we can do image to color. Just have to choose the image again. And then here I said HTML.
It is so amazing what the internet makes for free. Wow.
Crazy. And actually, this is like really cool. So I'm gonna use it for our
Wow.
zine. Actually, it didn't allow me to just pick it from there, but it's okay. It's here.
Nice. We got about 15 minutes.
You know, playing on the suspense here. We're gonna do another flex design here because I wanna show you also like what it does whenever we're using some vectors. Like we've used some text box, which like was kind of easier to work with. This is a little bit more finicky because it's small. Now they're already a little like organized. I'm just going to mess it up.
This is chat's
And
favorite, the XDs. All right, let's
but
get
you
some
can,
XDs in the chat.
there you go. But you can see here, I actually did do the outline in InDesign instead of, and that's why I went to Illustrator. And it's not centered, and this is driving me nuts, but it's okay. We'll pretend it's
Oh
everything is nice
wow,
and
it really
centered.
isn't. Wow, it's like just
Ugh,
the slightest that the OCD is going
it's,
crazy.
but see, it's also because, oops, we're used to seeing it like that. And whenever we're reading something, it can make sense. But if we want to, yeah, read it as a face when you flip it around, then anywho. But yeah, so let's mess up everything. I'm just gonna go and like really go on top of one another here. A lot of people laughing in one place. This is probably a
There's a lot of
party.
XDing going on,
Yeah, I'm gonna make them a little
which is
bigger.
also an Adobe app.
That's true.
They should have made it XD, like written it out like that.
Exactly. So again, flex layout. I'm gonna create. And already, as you can see, it has kind of like merged everything together. This is not the desired look. So we'll need to do a little bit of playing around with this. And I kind of like that it's giving me a lot of option because
I love that
with
you can drag it around and then just
mhm,
like move as you want. Because obviously it was going to be all bunched up when we started, but
exactly. And see, even if you make the window here bigger, it rearranges everything, which is great. And mind you, this is interesting because like for the text box that what we did earlier, it was all the same size. Like it was already predetermined and I had done that earlier because I knew that this is what I wanted my text to fit in. But this, it's all different sizes and sides too. So it's like nice that how it's kind of like organizing everything. Now I do want to have some space in between, like so.
We all
And
need some space sometimes.
yes, I mean, the laughing was too loud. They were like in each other's ears, so they
Yeah.
need a little bit of distance. Or maybe it's COVID, who knows? Still
Yeah. We got to
like
spread them farther apart to social distance.
exactly. And the cool thing with this new update is that, and this is really fun, is that now you can also select every thing individually and even flip them or like turn them around or rotate, however you want to call it. I'm going to do the same thing here. And it auto adjusts within the grid that is being created with Flex Design. So again, they can be dancing a little bit, but see how it kind of just moved and it did that for us, which I think is brilliant. And if we wanted to continue moving them, this is new. This was not an option before, it would break it. Oh. And if you didn't want to still have everything, because this is now one big box that you can move around, but let's just center it. And I'm just going to copy it so we can come back to it in case. But if you didn't want to have it all in here and you still wanted to play around individually and, you know, just like move them a little bit, or maybe pick them individually to have different colors. Oops, sorry. That's okay, because you can just uncheck the create flex layout. Now it's a group. You can easily ungroup it. My goodness, everything keeps flying around. And let's say I wanted to make it bigger, I can. And everything was organized for me very easily, like so. And I still have my reference because I copied it on the side.
No
So I think
kidding.
it's pretty brilliant, right? Like how
Yeah, I love how much
this is a
control that there is, right? Like it's as auto as you want it to be, but also in an app like this, you need to have full control still. So very helpful.
absolutely.
Wow, this
And
is
I
such a serious explanation of the XD. We are not serious people talking about
no, we are not.
XD in a with multiple paragraphs.
Laughing. There you go. I'm still like looking at the time, making sure. And I think for this one, we'll go blue. Oh, I'm not on the proper layer. And also for personal projects, because yeah, like I do a lot of zines and this is like a personal project most of the time, although I did start to do zines for clients recently, which has been really fun. Um, it's good to keep your skills sharp and push the envelope because sometimes, like some clients, and we can all talk about that in the chat, is that the client won't necessarily take the risk, specifically when it comes to print, because there is a cost like added to it. But
Right.
with you sharpening your skills like this and being able to say, hey, like I built this and it got good, you know, feedback online, and I think we could do this specifically for your business. Um, Again, having something tangible that your clients can give is like adds a lot of value.
Yeah, it's
Like,
almost like you create a case study online to prove if it's worth
mhm,
printing or not.
absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna show you a cool ASCII design here because it's a cat and it's so fun.
Whoa. That is impressive.
That is like, and I cannot take like the credit for this. I did find it on the web and like copied it.
Chat, if you can add this cat into chat, bonus points. That would be very impressive.
It just needs a lot of space. Like you need a lot of spacing because everything has to be like a full paragraph.
I wonder if YouTube even would allow chat to
I don't
have that
know.
many lines.
I do not know. Let's do like another some reason everything has a stroke around, and I don't want that. And then the emoji, sorry, not emojis, emoticon for the cat are so cute. I'm gonna, which they don't necessarily look like cats, but it's just because of the three, it looks like the nose, or like under the nose, I guess, like the
Yeah.
lips, like which I think is cute. Let's see. This is fun. I'm going quickly. This is not resolved for me, but I want to show you another one that is fun, that I had prepared. I mean, we have the butterfly, which is a fun one.
Wow.
And
Look
this,
at it. It's so beautiful.
it's crazy. And the fish, I got a fish too. The fish is really cool.
Fish is really cool.
So is this a good time to maybe show the final piece?
Yeah, we have less than 5 minutes left, so maybe let's just see what we ended up making.
Perfect.
I'm
So
glad you did your homework ahead of time. You knew that in true Adobe Live fashion, it was going to take longer than we thought.
The time moves really fast in the Adobe Live sphere. So
yeah.
so essentially, yeah, so we've done this together. So this is great. We've also done this together. Yeah, and again, like just like having fun with color here. The XD, I went a little bit more like subtle with this one. It's not as stretched, but I kind of like what we did today better.
Wow.
For some reason with the cat. See, like this is a fun one for me. Sunglasses.
Chat,
this
let
is
us know which one's your favorite as we're wrapping up, by the way. Well, that's someone can make that with a wow. That is cool.
It's cool, right? It's fun. Butterfly.
Ooh.
I think this one is my favorite, and I do love whenever the big ASCII designs are mixed with the emojis. I think it has like that nice kind of duality within them.
I think I like the butterfly the most.
Oh,
that might have been my favorite. Oh, what's this one?
This is a maze. These are all emojis. Love. I mean, this one is so dramatic. It's so fun. Yeah.
That I should be using that one more. But I don't consider that amazed. I consider that like sarcastic. Like
what? Yeah, I get. Yeah, me too. And of course, the last one. That's the one I want to use. Is the $100 bills. Like, bring me the moolah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I can show you quickly the cover, because if you wanted to do something like these are just the inside pages. So if you wanted to do a cover, you would start, you do the same thing, start the document at page 2 because you want it to be side by side like this. And this would be the cover. And this inside would be the inside cover. And that's also why we have these pages here that are by itself. The same as the inside cover, so it's like a straight pattern. Whenever you open and close, like those, like the pages at the start and the end, there's usually never any text on it. Pattern it is. So wow. Did that make sense? I feel like I've explained that maybe a little too quickly, Jacob.
No, that makes total sense.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we are at time, so. Where can we find you, and will we ever see this zine in real life?
I think I will print it. Yes. So to be followed, like follow me on my Instagram, @RD_Izzy. And I'm also redoing my website right now, but it's still my old one or current one is still up. It's is at izzypoirier.com. And hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully I'll be back on Adobe Live.
That's right. We need to see the part 2. This was so fun. Chat, thank you for being so engaged today. That was really fun. And Izzy, thank you as always for the creativity. Be sure to follow her and to subscribe to Adobe Live. Up next, we have the Claudio and Murad up next. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5. Bye, Izzy. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye.